Hi guys, welcome back. So for today's pre-recorded lecture, we will discuss the quantitative estimation of urine total solids. Okay, so we have already discussed the microscopic analysis of urine, di ba? So by now, you will know na the urinary elements, di ba? Kabalo naman mo sa mga urinary elements na present sa ato ang urine. And then, the next step or what we have to do now sa ato ang discussion is to quantitate them or count the cells or sediments na present dira. So, we usually count atong mga cast, mga RBCs, WBCs, your epithelial cells. Okay? So, for our urine total solids, the average total amount of solids in a 24-hour urine is around 60 grams. Okay? And then this 60 grams is further divided into, okay, we have your 35 grams of organic, and then kaning naa diri ang example, these are your most important ni sila na mga substances, okay? So first we have your urea. So 'di ba urea is considered your primary component of urine, 'di ba? Primary organic component of urine. Okay, guys? Dapat kabalo na mo ha, urea, primary organic component of urine. And then next we have your uric acid. So uric acid talks about the kuan, 'di ba mo ni ang product ninyo sa inyong purine metabolism. And then your creatinine is the breakdown of muscle metabolism. So creatinine is freely filtered by the glomeruli, manggod. Pero dili siya kuan, wa siya gina-reabsorb, okay? And then for our kuan, 60 grams, so muna siya 60 grams, subdivided into 35 grams sa imong organic, and then we also have 25 grams of inorganic, di ba? Recall, the primary inorganic compound of urine is your chloride, okay? So, many attempts have been made to estimate total solids from SG, of course, kay dagan ng mga forefathers na to na naningkamot jud sila og kuan og derive ani ng mga methods para to pave way sa mga kuan sa mga instruments or mga equipments we have today. Okay, so this presuppose that each of the solids has the same effect per unit concentration or that composition of urine is always the same. Okay, so recall, di ba, SG is kuan somehow kuan how concentrated a urine specimen is, di ba? It talks about that. Okay, we have your forefathers. So, muna ilahang mga um theories na ilang suggest. So we have here first C. Long and Albaran. So they pointed out the markedly different effects on SG of equal concentrations of the principal constituents of urine. And then we have your Blom, Addis, and Foster. So they concluded that no precise quantitative significance could be attached. Okay, so kuan sila na wala joy precise or wala joy exact way sa pag-quantitate aning total solids because of kuan ang urine dagan kay siyang variable or composition, dagan kay siyang mga variable composition there na dili jud siya same per person, okay? So next okay, let's proceed na sa imuhang ato ang common methods. First up, we have your Addis count. And then next, your Hausers and your Long's coefficient method. So these three are the common methods of quantitative estimation of urine total solids. Okay, so though common siya, but they are also considered obsolete. So wala na ni siya gina-perform sa mga laboratories, not routinely performed as far as I can remember sa ako ang internship. Wala jud mi naka-perform ani or wala pud nag-perform ang mga medtechs na mo did ani na mga kuan method, okay? So nganong nag study pa mi ani ma'am It's always good to know your roots, to know our history, and then sometimes pod manggawas pa ni siya sa board exam. So it's good to know. Okay, so first we'll discuss your Addis count. So your Addis count was discovered in 1926 by, of course, Thomas Addis. So he developed the first procedure to standardize. Okay, so the Addis count uses a hemocytometer or your hemocytometer. Di ba familiar na mo ani guys sa inyong hemo 1? Di jud ko ganahan ani. As in like during undergrad days guys, hemocytometer di jud ako siya. Di wala jud ko nakakuan ani. Wala jud ko nabansay ani niya. Okay, sa mo tanang pag-aspirate, pag-charge, na wala jud guys. Okay? So, Manisha, we use a hemocytometer to count the number of RBCs, WBCs, cast, and epithelial cells present in a 12-hour specimen. Pwede po 24-hour. Basta time specimen siya guys kay di ba we need to concentrate the elements para mabalaan jud nato na they are truly present. Okay? So it was used primarily to monitor the course of diagnosed cases of renal disease. Okay, so more juni iyahang main purpose guys to monitor the course of diagnosed cases of renal disease. Kay di ba kaning atong mga proteins, kaning mga RBCs, WBCs nato, they usually indicate that if naa siya, if they are present in significant amounts, they usually indicate na na-adjure something wrong sa ato ang urogenital system, okay? And then, yeah, kaning discount has been replaced by various standardized commercial systems for the preparation, examination, and quantitation of formed elements. So, mo ni siya guys, kani a discount, it paved the way for ato ang automation. One of the basis for our automation, okay? So, karon ginagamit na nato kay automated kay um because there are variations magod sa mga procedures sa mga medtech. So, maybe ako ang pagbasa, say, ay kanang trace ra, pero sa uban, 1 plus na. Okay, so, mas nice jud if standardized, automated ang ato ang paggamit. Okay, so next we have your materials and equipment. We have your graduated cylinder. Okay, katong dagko kaayo na kuan graduated cylinder o mga 1,000 ml ni siya guys. Lingaw kay ni if naadyo ta diri actual kay magdala na mo mga Wilkins na katong tag 6 liters inana as in muna amo sa una guys as in like dalanay jud mi nya kay dapat biya koan kanang complete 24-hour jud as in lingaw kaayo magkuan mi pulihanay ra mi nag-measure. Okay, and then next we have your WBC toma pipette. Dili RBC atong ginagamit because WBC has a larger bore manggod guys, larger bangag. Okay, so kan kuan its bore can facilitate bigger sediments, mas larger na sediments like inyong mga cast, okay, compared sa inyong RBC. Okay, hemocytometer, of course. Hemocytometer covers lip. Test tube rack, 10 ml. Test tube na 10 ml. And then test tube rack. Disposable plastic pipette, of course. And then, so far, wala pa may kuan jud aning conical tube. Alright, so precautions, guys. Patient is restricted from all fluids, okay? He or she is allowed to take his usual diet but limited to 200 ml ra ang fluid, okay? Kay this is because we do not want to dilute our specimen, guys. Okay, we want as much as possible to concentrate it. So dapat restricted ang iyahang fluid intake. Okay, urine must have a low pH, at least pH 6 or lower because um higher aning pH 6 is considered diba as alkaline, and then we know na ang alkaline urine diri usually mo start og disintegrate ato ang mga cells. Okay? And then urine must be brought to room temp in order to prevent precipitation of dissolved materials. And the specific gravity should be at least 1.022. Alright, so now we have your procedure. So of course, we measure the total urine volume. So we use the katong big na graduated cylinder. So we aliquot 10 ml to a labeled tube, centrifuge for 5 minutes at the usual speed, 15 to 2000 RPM. Decant supernatant. So, inyong bottoms up technique. So, mabilin ana kay 0.5 to 1 ml na lang ang sediment, okay? So, aspirate sediment using your WBC toma pipette. Charge the hemocytometer and then we count your sediments in all the 9 large squares, guys, okay? So, ang ato rang kuan ani gina-take note kay inyong cast, RBCs, WBCs, and epithelial cells. So, depende sa type, pwede squamous, pwede your transitional, pwede sad ang inyong mga RTE cells, okay? And then, nganong kanira ma'am, because these four manggod kay, di ba, are indicative of renal disease, okay? So, report using the formula. So, for each sediment type, we have your kani. So, wherein ang big letter N ninyo is the number of cells or cast per 12 or 24 hours. And then small n is the average, guys. Take note, average number of cells or cast counted. Okay. And then big letter S. S is your volume of mixed sediment. So 1 ml or otherwise indicated. So pwede 0.5 or 0.6. Diba kaya to ang mabili naman kay 0.5 to 1 ml. Pero ang usual na um, ginagamit is 1 ml. Okay, and then small v is for your volume where the count is made. So it is equivalent to 0.0009 ml. It is constant. Big letter V is your volume of urine in ml per 12 hours or ml in 24 hours. And then 10 ml ang kuan. This is constant because money ang measurement sa atong alikot na gigamit. Okay? And then Y 0.0009 ml. Okay, so remember sa inyong Neubauer chamber, ang whole grid ani is 3 mm. And then whereas ang koan ang each square ani is measured 1 mm. And then we measure koan kanang ang 9 large squares, di ba? Okay, so we have here area counted, so is equal to 9 mm squared. So depth, of course, is 0.1 mm. So what we need is the volume. So we multiply area times the depth. So we have your 0.99 cubic millimeter. Okay. So 1 ml or 1 cc is equal to 1 cubic centimeter. Okay. And then muna siya. So 1 cm is equal to 10 mm. 10 mm. So we multiply it by itself 3 times. So munang we come up ang inyuhang kuan, ang inyuhang cubic millimeter na 1,000 is equal to your 1 ml. Okay, and then we use this. So ang volume natong ginagamit kay is ml. So we use the 0.9 cubic millimeter sa imuhang kani sa inyong volume area. Volume is equal to area times depth. Okay, we multiply it by 1 ml is equal to 1,000 cubic millimeter, and then we cross out ang inyong cubic millimeter para mabilin ang ml. So, ang mabilin kay we have the answer na 0.0009 ml. Okay, muna siyang constant siya. Okay, so I hope everything is clear with that. And then, mo ni ang normal values nila, okay? So, red blood cells, 0 to 500,000 per 12 hours. White blood cells, 0 to 1,800,000, same as your epithelial cells. Hyaline cast, only at 5,000. So, next we have your Hausers and Long's coefficient method. So, dali jud kayo ni siya na topic, guys. So, in here, we collect a 24-hour urine specimen and then allow it to reach room temp if naka-refrigerate. Okay, mix the entire sample, take note of the total volume, determine the SG using your reagent strip. So we compute for the total solids. Okay, so um, okay, and then we compute for your total solids. So kaning inyong Hausers and Long's coefficient method guys, kung ano ni siya kanang general na siya, di na siya kailangan i-specific na kung unsa ni siya na solid, unsa ni siya na element, dili pareho sa inyong Addis, okay? So kani overall na ni siya. So we have here the SG of a 24-hour urine is measured, all right? And the last two digit of the SG are multiplied by using the factors, okay? So the um using the factors below. Sorry guys, wala pa din ako na show. Okay. So muni ang factors. So Hausers and Long's coefficient method guys kay same ra siya og how do you call this? Same ra siya og formula ang nakalahi ra niya kay diri ra jud sa factor. Si Hausers nagamit siya og 2.33 whereas si Long's 2.6, okay? Hausers 2.33, Long's 2.6, okay? And then mo na siya. So the last two digits are multiplied using the factors. Depende kung unsa inyong ginagamit. And then the product is further multiplied by the volume of urine in ml, okay, per 24 hours. So the result is divided to 1000 ml, okay, to get the total solids in grams per 24 hours. Okay, so I hope klaro ra to. So, um, how do we perform or how do we compute? We use the last two digits of your SG via the reagent strip, multiply it by these two factors depende kung unsa na method ang gina-use, and then we multiply it by the urine volume na ato ang gi-measure over 1000 ml. So, ang kuan ana ang what do you call this? Ang answer ana will be your total solids per 24 hours. So, for example, we have a lisod siya. So, we have here a 500 ml na, unsa ito gani? 500 ml na urine volume. Okay. Nganong wala ko nagbutang o blank page ani guys example. I'm so sorry. So 500 ml ang urine volume ni patient A. And then patient A has an SG of 1.025. So 1.05 ang SG ni patient A. So, kani atong gamiton na 25 kay, di ba? Ang last two digits naman. And then, we multiply it. 25 times, butang na to si Hausers. So, 2.33. Guys, I'm so sorry, guys. Ako na lang isulti. So, 2.33 times Binag isulti ni mo, ma'am. Charot. So, times 500, kay mo ni imong urine volume over 1,000. Isulti ra lagi, ma'am. So, 1,000. So, ang inyong makuha ani, dapat inyong total solids, ang inyong unsa ni? Ang answer ani ninyo kay naa dapat sa 29.12. Okay? 29.12 dapat ang answer if ever na ay si patient A kay 500 ml yung urine volume, iyahang SG is 1.025. Okay, and then we use the Hauser's method. Pero, if i-longs na to siya, longs coefficient method siya, unsay tawag gani, ang answer na makuha na to kay 32.50. Okay? So 32.50 if kalongs, and then if kahausers kay 29.12. Okay, so I hope clear na to siya, guys. Sorry kayo. Okay, so muro to, guys. That's the end of the lesson for our pre-recorded lecture on the quantitative estimation of urine total solid. So just take note, we have three common methods. We have your Addis, Long's coefficient method, and Hauser's. Usually, ang main significance or jud ani is to monitor the progression or the prognosis of your renal disease. Okay, and then see and lungs, same ra sila og way sa pag-solve pero nakalahi ra kay ilang factor. Whereas si Addis ninyo, Addis um, computes or Addis computes for your cast, inyong RBCs, WBCs, and epithelial cells. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for listening. I hope naara mo yung nasabtan for this topic. And then I'll see you on the next lesson nato, which is your classic chemical examination of urine. Okay, guys, bye.